Welcome back to Pirate Studios. Man, did you miss me? Probably not. No, I know a few of you missed me, but I've just been busy, like mixing original music mostly, and doing a lot of working. So let me just go ahead and tell you now to please subscribe. And when you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell and click all, so you get notified for all my upcoming videos. I'm going to be releasing a lot of music this year, and I've got a new single coming out on the 29th. Speaking of original music, that's what this video is about, except it's not my original music. It's some friends of mine in Blue Ridge, Georgia, that recorded a song with me last year, and we're going to do a little bit of a mixed breakdown of this song, and let's get to it. Okay, so let's listen to it a little bit. This song is called Estranged, and the name of the band is Intercisus, and I will link where you can go stream it. I need to get a link tree, but for now I'll get Spotify because that's all I have. I will update it later. So all right, let's give it a little bit of listen. Gonna get a copyright strike for this, but that's okay. Yeah, so as you can hear, it's got a grungy alternative sound. My favorite. It's my favorite kind of music to write too. So when these guys hit me up, they're like a friend of mine. Is how they found out about me, and I went and checked out some of their music that they have on Spotify, and I really liked it. You can really hear Silverchair and Nirvana for sure in a lot of their music, and so they're going to come up this year here sometime and record some more music. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's start with these drums. So like, listen to this now. Like, I could totally remix all this and make it sound even better. I think the best thing about this mix, the best sound the best sounding thing of this mix are the vocals. I pretty much don't have any problem with the vocals. But I could probably step up the drums and make them even better, and I could probably step up the guitar too and make them even better too. But yeah, they were happy with it, and it does sound good. So here's the drums. Let's check out what the drums sound like. Yeah, so the snare is a pork pie, black nickel over brass, and it's not mine. These are my drums, but they're the band's cymbals, and they're my drummer's snare that he let me borrow because it's amazing. I've still got it, and a lot of some original music that I got coming out this year has got me playing on it, and got me playing these drums and that snare. And it's my favorite snare I've recorded so far. So it's just got so much body. Let's check out this snare all by itself. Yeah, I think that's just the top snare. Yeah, it's got a verbiage is like This is going to be pretty nerdy. So if you get bored easy, you've probably already left. You probably already left because you probably already got bored. So I have a license for this. I don't know why the stupid message pops up. I've literally put the license. I have it in my email, and I put the license key into the folder, but it still gives me that stupid message. Anyway, this is pretty cheap reverb plugin, but it works great on snare because it doesn't change the sound of the snare. It literally just gives it reverb, and it's really great for that. I'll let you hear it, and I'll punch the reverb off. So this little check box up here is the off and on. He's hitting that flam, and then we turn it back on. Yeah, it really makes it come alive. So you heard the top snare. Here's the bottom snare. Pretty papery. It's not doing a whole lot, but it's there. You know, it's fine. But you know, it's sometimes just better to have it just in case. Listen to these overheads. The room that we recorded in is really small and really tight. Actually, my old bass player's house, where we used to practice, actually. I got them going to a bus. Let's check out what we got. Let me back up and go to the snare. So the snare, show what we got going here. We'll turn the reverb off. So I always pretty much run a tape saturation plug-in through everything and just bump up the input level just a tad, just to kind of give it get rid of the digital sound. And then I run it to a this is a mic preamp basically, and it's, you know, it's driving a little bit. I'm gonna turn the drive off, and it's not as punchy. It's got more drive, punchy. I'm not doing anything with the EQ. I'm just using that for the preamp. And then it's going into the SSLG channel, which is waves. Let's turn it off. Listen to it. And it's compressing too. It's got a compressor. You can see it hitting pretty hard, pretty tight. And then I just got a clipper. I use this clipper a lot. It's just a preset that comes with it. No overs volume. Just keeps it. Just clips off whatever goes over 0, and keeps it from actually clipping. And then I've combined the mics. I pretty much. I mean, I'm not going to go through every single plug-in on every single microphone of the drums, because that would be super boring. But I've got virtual mix rack on. I don't think I was using any of these. I think all I was using on this is this Revival. Not sure what these are doing here. Yeah, just all I did was turn up thickness. All these aren't doing anything. So there's that, and then, like I said, there's another clipper. The kick is interesting. So what I wanted to do is I saturated it, obviously, and when I say saturate, I just mean just barely. Here, I'll turn it off. Actually controls it a lot. And then it's going through this preamp and mic pre, and then it's not. I don't put a compressor on a kick drum. I don't ever really do that because I just don't feel the need to. So what I do with this is I'm using the main kick mic for the clicky. And not so much of the low end. So if you look right here on this high pass, I've high passed, and I'll turn it off so you can hear it. Yeah, it's just freaking just too much without that high pass. And another reason it is like that is because I've got this clipper right here, Diablo. This is a free clipper, by the way. Go grab it on cymatics.com. It's great. It's pretty much, I just increased the input just to drive that clipper a little hard. Makes it hit harder. So that's what that's for. And Cymatics is like a rap company, but they know how to pump up drums, I'll tell you that. Okay, so the overheads. Let's turn the plugins off. That right there is raw mics. So what I did here is saturate again. I'm not even going to show you that anymore. If you see Kramer tape on the channel, it's saturating just a little bit. So, and then we're going into the G channel, and really all I'm doing is high passing the low end out, almost all of it, because I don't want, and I don't want all that low end in my overheads. I don't need to feel the bass in the kick drum in the overheads. And then I turned up some 8K right here, just about a taste, and that's pretty much it. And then on the EQ, I didn't really do anything else to the EQ. And then I put this compressor on. It's barely hitting. Yeah, it's not doing a whole lot. And then I can see this F6 RTA. There must have been a frequency I really hated. I don't hear it do anything, so I'm not even sure why I did that. But I'm sure there was a reason at the time. And we're going to go over here. Before I go to the room, we're going to listen to this hi-hat. It's not really... That hi-hat's pretty crappy sounding. It sounds like it's like a cheap hi-hat, you can tell. And you can tell how thick it is. It's got a real thick sound, real like it's thick made. You probably won't ever break them unless we can say that for sure. Then the ride, I'm not sure where we got any ride hits. Not sure if he ever hit the ride. Yep, there we go. Not a bad sounding ride. I'd play it. Then we'll go to this room, and like I said, the room's pretty small. So here it is. Pretty dead. If you listen, you can hear Evan, the singer. You can hear him singing. What they did was they played in the room together. The singer, guitar player, and he sings and plays. Him and the drummer played together and just played live off the floor. Listen. Pretty cool. Then here's the whole, we'll check out the toms, I suppose. See if we got some tom hits right here. Here's one. Ooh, those toms sound good. Oh, yeah. You hear that? It's because my toms they're mounted to the kick drum, so you get lots of noise with that. Probably I would now... sometimes it just kind of depends on the player. Sometimes I'll replace them with samples so I don't have to hear all that the whole time. Just find a tom that sounds almost identical to that was sampled, same tuning, same sound, and so you get a great quality tom without all that stupid noise. I would never do that. Like, I would never use samples, but like sometimes if you're replacing something with a sample that sounds just like the original and you just want to help the actual sound, that's one thing. But if you're completely changing and triggering everything and changing the whole drum sound, then you might as well play an electric kit. So yeah, and so here's the drum sound again. Let's listen to that tom roll. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the bass guitar. This bass player is no longer playing with them, but this is pretty cool. This is really cool. I had just got a bass plug-in, and it's funny. I didn't even realize when I used this bass amp. This is Rex Brown's signature bass amp with Joey Sturgis tones. It has the plug-in that I use built in, and I didn't even notice. But so here's the original bass. It's not very good. Yeah, so what I did was I used ToneForge DI Match, and this is a game changer. I did a whole video on this plugin if you want to take a deep dive. It's like a 30-something minute video, deep dive on this. But what it does is it analyzes your DI signal of your guitar or your bass guitar, and you can change it. You can go here and change it to a whole bunch of different pickups. So I found I took her bass tone, I analyzed it, changed it to an Ibanez 5-string passive metalcore EQ, and yeah, spectral matching. And so we went from this to this. You can just watch me click it on and off. Really brighten it up. So after the DI, that's just straight DI first, and then I went into DBX 160 just to keep everything leveled out. I don't know why that won't get bigger. That's dumb. Just keep everything leveled. And then I'm going into Rex Brown, and looks like default worked. There it is without the amp. And back on. All right, so the guitars, obviously grunge, alternative, and the amp that I think of when I think of Smashing Pumpkins, Nirvana, heavy high gain tones for grunge and alternative, dual rectifier. That's the amp. So I went to Amp Locker and I used the Califier, which is a dual rec, and we'll check out this guitar all by itself. I need the bus. Yeah, we're on the bus. Yeah, so the IR I used is Modern Standard from Bogren Digital. I think it's Christian Cola, Chainsaws and Rainbows, and that's from the Rainbow Pack. Pretty sure it's the very first one, Modern Standard, which is a V30. Pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure. I have to look at the manual. It looks like, it doesn't look like I did anything except turn the gain up. Pretty much worked. It just sounded great. By the way, I've done a lot of audio assault videos. You can get this whole pack right here, not the IR, but it comes with a whole bunch of IRs. You can get this whole plug-in for free, and then you can spend $7 and get this amp. It's like $7. And so other than the IR, you can get pretty close to this tone easy for $7. Then I put EQ. There's without the EQ. And I'll show you what I did is I did some mostly boosting. I don't really do any cutting on guitar except 4K. 4K, is well, that's on 2K, which is weird. 4K most of the time is a harsh frequency that hurts the ears, so you turn that down. I've turned up 130 hertz, and then I turned up 5K for brightness, and then this other plug-in I've turned up 12.5 and turned up 800 and turned up 320. I learned those tricks from Joe Wanasek. You should follow him on Instagram. He releases short videos that are great tips like this all the time. Show all these different frequencies that'll help you with guitar. You've got your 12 point K. Too much of that will get hissy, and so will 5K. But then you've got 800 is your mids, so you could back these off and give it a death metal, like death metal, like death metal, like a death metal core, or not metalcore, but just a death metal tone. And then 320 is just low end and stuff, so just give it more body. So yeah, there's that. There's the guitars. Now let's move on. Last but not least, for the vocal, we got some cool stuff going on. Where's my main? That should be it right there. Let's go over here.
Cut and rip it out of me, you and me.
Yeah, so it was Evan's idea to have it go back and forth from a regular vocal to a telephone kind of thing. So
you and me, different scenes, currently drowning thee, life I made painfully.
So what he did was he sung it straight, and then I just cut it up like you can see, and made it have the effect. I'm going to show you how I got that effect, because you're probably wanting to know if you're watching. So the main vocal, though,
you and me,
it's like it's got a main vocal, and then it's going to several places. It's going to a thick.
You and me.
It's got like low end. It's got some body to the EQ. It's got a lot of 200 to add a lot of body to the vocal, but it's also going to a compressed, kind of a compressed one too. We'll listen to that.
You and me, you and me.
Yeah, and then it's got pretty much a master fader. It's like a whole thing. It's like a chain that I got from Stephen Slate. But I don't really use it a whole lot these days. Yeah, so you got one that's got the thick, and then we got a whole nother EQ going on for the regular. So, but combined, it gives it an overall sound. Now, it's also going to two different delays. So we got this wide delay and repeater. Go buy it because it's awesome. By D16 Group. This comes with the Stephen Slate everything bundle or whatever, Access Pass. But I went and bought this because it's awesome. And I saved his preset. So
You and me.
Yeah, it's cutting to the other vocal. Okay, and then there's a slap going on too.
You and me. Currently.
Yeah, so together.
You and me.
And let's just play it and I'll cut the delays off.
You and me. You and me. Currently. Can you be my misery?
Oh, and guess what? There's no auto-tune. Because he can sing. So, yeah. No auto-tune. So what we got going on this lo-fi vocal? So what I did was had to put an EQ before it because it just will shred.
Different scene, different scene, different scene.
Needed to get rid of some 4K, and then I needed to give it some open it up a little too. But that's not the plugin that's doing it. What's doing it is Butch Vig vocals. It's just a preset called Nasty.
Different scenes, different scenes.
Yep, there it is without it, and then
different scenes.
And then the last thing we got going for the vocal is there's some cool. I made some totally different. There's like a bridge section. It's like a totally different kind of. I don't know if it's a different preset or not. Yeah, this one's an actual different preset that's already in there.
Rip it, cut it, rip it, cut it out of me. Rip it, cut it.
And then he's going to. Then what I thought when he's going to go into scream right here is I thought it should go to a double. So let's listen to them both in a row.
Rip it, cut it, rip it, cut it out of me. Rip it, cut it. Rip it, cut it out of me. Rip it, cut it.
So yeah, so that's a straight vocal. I think it ran it. Yeah, I ran it through I ran all these vocals through my compressor, my analog compressor that I got on my desk. Pro VLA, great compressor. So I ran it through the compressor, and you can tell just because how compressed that is, how level the vocals are. And then so I've got 8K, got rid of some 4K. It's pretty much that on the EQ. Then I got this vocal widener on repeater to give it that double wide.
Rip it, cut it out of me. Rip it, cut it.
Yeah. So yeah.
Rip it, cut it. Rip it, cut it out of me. Rip it, cut it. Rip it, cut it out of me. Rip it, cut it. Rip it, cut it out of me. Rip it, cut it.
I forgot. So it's got that scream, but it's also got the main.
Cut it out of me. Cut it out of me.
Yeah, so it's got the main vocal going in it too at the same time for that part.
Cut it out of me. Rip it, cut it. Rip it, cut it out of me. Rip it, cut it. Rip it, cut it out of me. Rip it, cut it out of me. Self-contained catastrophe.
Then what I wanted to do is kind of do a little bit something for the end. Oh, I got something muted. Oh, it's because it's not going to the master bus. There we go. Yeah, so there you go. Hope you like that. Let's go, boom, back to here. Yeah, I hope you liked that video. Go stream the song. Give them a follow on your streaming service, and listen to the song, and keep a lookout for them because they're going to release some more music here soon. So I'm excited. I need to just see if I'd just remix this soon, just for the fun of it. Maybe I'll do a live stream, and maybe I can get them involved somehow and do a live stream or something and remix the song from scratch. That would be cool. I could definitely make it better than it already is. So it's pretty good. I'm definitely happy with it. Definitely happy with the mix. Okay. I thought I cut my mic off for a second. Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely happy with the mix, and they were too and are too. So, but yeah, I think I can take it to another level. I've learned even more tricks, some more tricks for drums, and yeah, for sure on that. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you like this video. Please hit the like button, thumbs up button, and like I said in the beginning, please subscribe if you've made it this far. Thank you. I love you. I really appreciate you making it this far. And I hope to see you again soon. Let's hit the stop button. Peace.